Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
Happy Valentine's Day. Woohoo. I'm still waiting for my chocolate, y'all. I'm still waiting for the chocolate.
Well, there's an article on CNN about people complaining that there's too much plastic, in the trays of the chocolates now. When you open the box, there's a lot less chocolate in them.
Really?
But we're still open to it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they're trying to hold the price down, so there's a little more plastic, and less pieces of candy in the boxes.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I hadn't noticed, but I haven't had chocolate.
Because you haven't got your chocolate yet.
Last time I had chocolate, it was sent to me by Sterling. Or what is the other name? Jules Dermore. Yeah. Okay. Joel. Okay. So we're doing birthday. I have birthdays. I have a funeral. I have a baby shower.
Oh man, you got it all this week.
All this week, yeah.
When's the baby due?
March 9th.
March 9th coming up.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's gonna be a load of fun.
Well, Patricia Todd shared an interesting tidbit on our community post where we were asking for questions. Today is Oregon's birthday, so to speak, for being a state, accepted in as a state, February 14th, 1859. So wow. Happy birthday, Oregon.
Happy birthday, Oregon. And what a beautiful state it is. Beth Cat's here.
Hey, Miss Beth Cat.
Sylvia, Sharon Sy, Patricia, Franzino, the Todds, everybody's here.
All the usual suspects.
I hope lots of people got chocolate.
Yeah, we do notice our regulars. Yeah, we get to know our regulars' names and stuff, so it's always fun for us to see the regulars coming in. But welcome to the newbies also.
And Lucky Girl's here too. Yay, happy Valentine's Day. I bet she got chocolate. She's gonna let us know for sure.
Lucy, every time I eat chocolate, Lucy, my cat, tries to sneak pieces of chocolate from me. I'm like, no, it's not healthy for cats. Stay out of my chocolate.
Yeah, it's not good for cats or dogs, right?
Right.
Any pets, right? There's Stacy and
there's something you can do for yourself if you are lonely on Valentine's Day. Go rescue a pet. Find you a cat or a dog to rescue.
Lucky girls. Regulars or troublemakers? My cat is a troublemaker, and I rescued her. And I got a whole new yoga mat, and she's already dug her nails into it. And I just want to, you know what I want to do to her.
Isn't it funny? Certain textures that they love. Roro loves anything that crackles and crinkles, and I have to really watch like plastic grocery bags. I use them to scoop cat litter into, so I save them after I come back from the grocery store. But she loves messing with them, and I have to watch her like a hawk. I have to put them where she can't get to them, and don't want her getting strangled on a plastic bag.
Yeah.
But anything that crinkles, a bag of potato chips or anything.
Wow.
The treat bags, the cat treat bags, the little Temptations bag, that's her favorite play toy when they're empty. She like carries them around everywhere. She just loves carrying those foil in the bags.
Those cats are crazy.
They are nuts. Okay. Well, since we got Lori from Florida here, let's start with a fellow Floridian, Matt Gaetz. How's he and Ginger Lucky, his wife, doing now?
Is that
They've
her
been married
name?
For a little while.
Ginger Lucky?
Wasn't that her name, Ginger Lucky?
I have no idea.
That was her name, I thought. Ginger Lucky. Lucky to... It's just such the perfect name for Matt Gaetz's wife.
Sounds like a porn star or something.
Exactly. She comes from money.
Oh my goodness. I'm sure she does.
Thank you, Patricia, for repeating the questions. So if I get to giggling too much, because I always do with Lori, I can look back up and find the question we were doing.
I'm stuck on Ginger Lucky. Oh my goodness.
Stormy
right.
Daniels, Ginger Lucky.
Are they happy? Are they? How long have they been married?
Lucky Girl says no relation to me. They've been married now because they got married when Trump was in office. So I might say about 3 years. Y'all tell us in the chat if somebody can Google it, how long
I've
they've been.
never even seen a picture of her with him. Of course, he's probably with other people.
He had to run and get married when the news came out that he was dating women under 18 for entertainment purposes.
Oh boy.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
And then he hired somebody to, we have to be careful how we say that. We hired someone that's under charges for unaliving someone to speak at a PAC meeting or something like that. And it's, he's in trouble.
I was laughing at Representative Mace spoke at the press conference dinner, and she said there was no way Matt Gaetz was going to let the number of votes for Kevin get to 18. You know, he doesn't let anything get to 18. I was like, ooh, she dropped mic'd on.
She sure did. Well, I don't think. What do you got?
I'm getting he's cheating on her.
Ooh, I think he hurt her feelings. I think he hurt her feelings pretty bad.
I think so too. I think he's betraying her.
Ooh,
running around with she's here in the middle, but there's somebody else.
Oh, well,
he's been seeking out romance elsewhere, doing the same old he always does, because he has a lot of options. Like people, fall for it because of his celebrity. He's given her the crumbs. She's like out in the cold. They're not doing well.
I don't get they're doing well either, and maybe that's why she's lawyering up over here. Because I think she's had enough. Because I think she was real attracted to him in the beginning, but she's had enough. That's our card of the day, by the way.
Oh, well.
It was a weird card for Valentine's Day, but look, it comes out second card. Yeah, I don't think they're no. I don't think they're having fun.
Can we look at, is he still doing what he was alleged to be doing that got him in trouble? That got his friend in trouble that's now convicted? Is he still dating
other people?
Yeah, a little bit on the young side.
Yeah.
I'll put it that way for YouTube. Is he still doing what he's done?
Matt Gaetz still seeking entertainment elsewhere in Youngland. I'm backed away from the camera a little bit. I got bit on my eye by something. I think it was a fire ant, but I don't know. Don't you just love Florida?
Thank you, Sharon, for posting links to Lori's channel and everything. Lori does personal readings, and so do I. You can go to my website, jenlentarot.com, to book a reading with me. There's no personal readings in our live stream today.
Not today, but I'll be happy to see you any day this week. It's slow for me around Super Bowl and Valentine's Day because people are spending money on parties and giving chocolate and roses and.
It does seem like usually for me, like January into February is a little bit slower. This year I'm staying a little busier, but I think it's because I've had more limited time to do readings because of my dental issues.
Oh, yeah.
So I haven't had as many days open for booking a reading. So I'm staying pretty busy when I am doing readings.
Yeah.
There's just less dates to choose from because like tomorrow, I go back to the dentist. I get my stitches out.
Yay. You'll be so happy when it's all done.
Yeah, thewayofpositivechange.com for Lori.
Yes, thank you. And there's Bernice. I met Bernice yesterday. Yay!
Christy
In
B.
Australia.
I missed it. Did y'all find out how long Matt has been married? I missed it if you put it in the chat.
Thank you, lucky girl.
So what's Matt Gaetz up to?
Well, I think he's still up to tricky business. I get the Magician, the Seven of Swords. He's not happy unless he's going to visit those kind of people. I think he's...
Oh, he got married August of 2021. So it was when Biden was president. Okay.
Wow.
So
Okay.
2 years, it'll be 2 years this year. A year and a half in, and he's still partying with other women.
Oh yeah.
This is my card for sleeping in bed with somebody, like hitting the mattress.
Wow.
Somebody's gonna backstab him on it too.
I think he's going to get taken down for it as well. He may think he's having fun right now, and he can. There's one girl I think in particular that he's very fond of, but it's not going to turn out well for him.
He's gonna regret this.
Yeah, his star's going to go. Bloop,
Yeah,
bloop.
there's going to be another investigation into him, and there's somebody we haven't heard about yet. There's like somebody else that's coming out.
Oh, there's always, but wait, there's more. There's always more. Yeah, he is just doing the same thing. Maybe his wife will become his ex-wife, and then she'll have something to say.
I want to look at for LGBTQ community, they've been attacking their rights. And I know Congress passed something to protect the Marriage Act. But will we see more laws, let's say over the next 4 years, will we see more laws to protect LGBTQ rights?
Okay. Successful laws.
Jody Roberts in the chat. Hey, Jody.
Yes, I saw her there. And DeSatan is, I know we have a DeSatan question, but he's trying to get it where businesses just have the right to say they don't want to
serve everybody.
LGBTQ.
Thank you, Plucky. Plucky's giving me a plug on personal readings.
Oh, there you go. Not Ginger Lucky. I think they will. I think there's more hits to try to take away their rights that happen first, but then I feel like they charge in there and they want to protect themselves, and then they get some people in Congress behind them. So I think they'll be successful.
I get they will too. Because they're very burdened right now, but I get a big old yes that there'll be a leader that comes in that protects, the right to love who you want to love, and all these yes cards. I get there's a woman that moves something forward that will get passed into law rather quickly. And
I got the Knight of Swords too.
I get that's work related because they're not accepting how people are treated at work. So I get that goes through the government, something work related to protect them. And I get people on both sides of the aisle moving it into the law.
Good. Boy, they're going to try to take some swipes at them at first. They're going to try. They're working with that Hobby Lobby dude. They're going to try to take these swipes. But it won't end up that way.
So, we've got in these Republican states the book banning that's going on. Will we see a reversal of these book bans? Let's say in the next 2 years.
Okay. Will we see a successful reversal of the book bans? It's just crazy. It's craziness.
Trump always said he didn't like educated people. You know, he can't stay in power if people are educated. I think it's funny that Republicans are starting to turn against Trump, but they're still talking about DeSantis, and he's just as bad. I mean, he's
he's worse. He has a brain.
He's the same playbook, you know, for human rights.
He's worse. I think it's going to take a while, but I think they will. I think it's going to be the moms that stick up for their children, the right of their children. It's just so I've got these cups, and these are not fast cards for me. And in my readings, the ace and two of cups usually takes a while to come into being.
Yeah, because I get the Republicans are feeling quite victorious with all their laws and things that they've manipulated. But their wall's getting thinner on this. And I get there's a man that will come forward.
Oh, I got the same.
From the LGBTQ community that will come forward to protect businesses and jobs and
historical
and the book bans, like protecting supporting reversing history. These. They're going to break apart eventually, but it'll be under a different leader than DeSantis. So those book bans will go bye-bye eventually.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see who this gentleman is. I know that Professor Dunn in Florida is a Black professor, and he's going nose to nose with DeSantis. He's taking students to go see where Black history was made in Florida and about Black history in Florida and where people were hurt. And so he's really tremendous. He's really a wonderful human. Thank you, Caroline.
So MTG and Bobo have had a falling out. Will they ever kiss and make up?
Boy. MTG and Bobo.
They ever send Valentines to each other?
Will they be friends again? When will we be friends? All right. And now, MTG's taking on Mitch McConnell. She better look out because he does not play. He does not play around. Ooh, I think they've had another spat. Somebody better check the hall bathroom.
You're right, lucky girl. Hopefully no 7 and 5. They're gonna get back together.
Maybe a little, but someone's still mad.
I think you're right. I think somebody better be checking the bathrooms for a knockout drag out.
Yeah, they're still having problems.
They're in defense mode. There's like love on the rocks. Everything's all shaky, and it's causing a rift in the Republican Party. I get an abundance of bullying going on behind the scenes, and somebody better get in that bathroom and check it out. I think there's going to be some regretful, sneaky things going on.
Boebert better run because that hound dog's coming after her.
Yeah, there's heartbreak in this relationship. They're going after each other still. Well, okay, that relationship doesn't look good.
I wonder what McConnell's going to do to get back at MTG. Because did you see where she was talking to those people with the microphone and asking people if they thought that Mitch McConnell was a Republican? And they all said no. And they said, she said, raise your hand if you think Mitch McConnell is a Democrat. It was like the day before yesterday. Did you see that clip?
So she must be sticking up for Rick Scott because McConnell's been going after Rick Scott.
I guess.
Well, that seems like the perfect time for my McConnell question then. Love lost. Mitch McConnell and Rick Scott. Will Mitch target Rick Scott in the next election to get rid of him? Like by putting forward a different candidate or something, will he target Rick Scott to get him voted out?
Okay. Well, he did call that sunset rule the plan, the Rick Scott plan, not the Republican plan. So he's already thrown him under the bus. I mean, Rick Scott's literally...
But he took him off some committees too, because he, tried to take McConnell's place. Yeah, when the Grim Reaper is the sane adult in the room, it's pretty scary.
That is scary. That is really scary.
So, McConnell, will he go after Rick Scott? Ooh, he has totally turned his back on him. He's seeking somebody else to take his place. Bad news for Rick Scott. He's got plans for him.
Yeah, I think he's coming up with a plan, all right. He's hatching a plan.
Yeah, he's going to partner with somebody else to fight him. He wants him out.
Yeah, and McConnell...
He wants him out.
There's still dirty money here. Yeah, he wants him out. He's going to get him out. He's going to control them. What else do you have?
He's got strength on his side. McConnell does.
That's what I thought too.
I think he'll get him out. Like he'll stand strong against him.
And I think he's going to make the offer to someone else and propose this because he's got Johnny's false night there challenging. Like I'm gonna bring somebody else into the playground here.
So Trump, according to a new Washington Post article, which y'all have to read if you haven't read it, Trump apparently was sleeping with classified document folders in his bed because his landline phone had a blue light on it that kept him awake at night. So he would cover it with his classified folders. It's like, no, I think that Adderall might be keeping you awake at night. What kind of classified documents was Trump sleeping with? It apparently wasn't consensual.
All right. What kind of documents was he sleeping with?
What kind of classified documents was he sleeping with? He had to keep them that close to him in his bedroom. In his little mushroom.
Oh. My guess is that it had something to do with another world leader. overseas is what I'm getting.
I think you're right. And it's something that makes him very anxious. I think it might be like something about Putin.
Yeah, it could be. It could be about the money and deals and the money that was given and agreements that were made.
Yeah, the options to protect Trump's presidency. I get that world card too, like a world leader. Some conversations that they had trying to work together to keep Trump in power. I'm getting because he's clinging to that presidency.
Yep. So probably the Poodster. Maybe he had a picture of him riding bare chested on the polo horse in that.
Well, speaking of 45, how's he getting along with little Rocket Man? Are they still in love? Do they still write love letters to each other? This is Valentine's Day. Did Trump send him a Valentine?
Oh boy. Kim Jong-un and Trumpy. Are they still talking, sending letters?
Are they still in love?
Do we even know if Kim is alive?
Well, they showed an updated picture of him with his kids the other day, but I swear to God, it doesn't look like him. I don't think he's alive, or if he is alive, he's not functioning. That's funny because I've got one of my crossed over cards first on the bottom here.
Oh my gosh. Beth Cat, okay, did you see that 45's love is putting forth his daughter as heir apparent? It truly does not look like him. You mean Kim Jong-un?
Yeah, his daughter.
Okay.
His daughter.
Okay.
They're trying to push as.
I get it. Yeah, I saw that. I did see that. Yeah. I don't think they got any chocolates. I don't think they had a chocolate exchange. I don't think they did.
Yeah, I think these. I think Kim Jong Un may be crossed over. I get that. There's just not a lot of moving forward together because I get Trump has moved on to another female.
I just get all sorts. Yeah. I mean,
yeah. And I get, again, something about Putin is making him really nervous, and something is getting ready to break on that. But I get he's walking away from love with Kim Jong-un. So
yeah, I don't think they had a chocolate exchange. He is worried about this other female. Did you get the Queen of Cups? What queen?
Yeah, Queen of Cups.
Okay, that's what I've got too. So I'm not sure where that's. I don't know if
he's moving on to.
Okay, and maybe he talked to Kim's sister, because remember she was in the limelight at first, and we haven't really heard anything from her because she was pulling the. Remember how she was threatening the United States, saying if you do this, or we're shooting off more missiles. Remember she was like a little barky dog, for a while.
Yeah, being very aggressive.
And there hasn't been anything.
Non-political.
All right.
How's Meghan and Harry doing? They've been going through so much since his book came out, The Spare. How's their relationship?
All right. Meghan
And there's all
Harry.
kind of rumor mills out there up and down. People are pro Harry and Meghan. People are not.
Are Meghan and Harry getting along? Someone's bored. I don't know how you can be bored with 2 toddlers. But yeah, someone's not happy here. Ooh. I got the 3 of Swords, so maybe they're gonna do a couple things, couple separate endeavors.
Yeah, I get they're pretty steady, but their happiness is a little bit wonky right now. And there's a lot of anxiety. I get all this female energy. I would bet it's what's her name? The Charles's wife,
Camilla?
Camilla. I get they're still in love, but like there's a walking away from an emotional woman, and I feel like that's Camilla.
It could very well be.
They may not be going to the coronation.
When is that?
Yeah, I haven't heard a date on that yet.
I haven't either.
I get they may wait on going overseas to see his father.
Yeah, because unless one of them goes and one of them stays, because they're going to be doing a separate activity somehow.
Is she pregnant again?
I don't think so. I don't know.
She could be pregnant again with that Empress there.
Could someone call her up and ask her? Just kidding. Okay, someone says
we need a sure sign like Rihanna did at the Super Bowl. A baby bump.
Oh boy, someone's saying June, someone's saying May, someone's saying April. So no one knows. Beth Cat says May. Beth Cat's probably right.
Well, we always talk about Baba the goat herder around Melania, her second squeeze, and that he's got more money than Trump, a goat herder. So what is Baba the goat herder giving Melania for Valentine's Day?
What is the Baba the goat herder getting Melania?
Getting Melania for Valentine's Day. What's he giving to her?
Thank you, Patricia. Well, he's having trouble getting the gift over to her.
He can't just walk into Mar-a-Lago like everybody else does?
No. He's not allowed to just walk in like that. Nope. I don't know. Maybe oh, okay. Oh, I've got an Ace of Pentacles, so there's a ring or something here.
I get a little separation from Trump as gift enough. It's like, spend some time with me, not with the devil.
Maybe it looks like they use another female, like she says, I'm going to go stay at this other female's house. and then she takes off to go for the invitation. So I think
it's like little quickies at night, like she slips away. And I think you're right. There's another female. Maybe she sends messages through.
Yeah.
She knows Trump is watching her.
Oh boy.
But Baba's stronger.
Baba's stronger. I think he got her maybe a cocktail ring or something.
I think he may have gotten her a little vacation, like somewhere overseas.
Yeah, that could be too. Yeah, maybe both.
A little trip. Or both, yeah. She likes her baubles.
Yes, she does.
That's why she married Trump. He's got the smallest little mushroom bauble. According to Stormy Daniels.
That was pretty funny.
So someone was asking what to do to find a significant other, and I added to that, or new friends. Because with the pandemic, it's hard to get out and meet a significant other. So do you have any advice to people trying to meet someone new?
Yeah, I accept invitations because, and also, like I just joined my neighborhood group on Facebook. Someone actually, I didn't even know we had a neighborhood thing on Facebook. So someone actually mailed a thing out with a code and I put it in. I'm like, wow. So now I'm hearing from all these neighbors and I just think going to community things and going to social events, because you can wear your mask if you want to, but nobody's wearing masks down here anymore. And I've heard from a lot of different people that a lot of people aren't wearing masks, even in Oregon or Seattle but I think just getting out and doing social things are really important, because I do readings for people and they want to know when they're going to meet their significant other and they don't leave their home. I'm like, he's not coming through the TV. He's not coming through your chimney either.
As a reader, like if somebody's looking for a new job, I can tell them when an opportunity is coming, but that means they have to do the legwork. They have to look for it. They have to go on LinkedIn or whatever and search. They have, free will. If you don't look for it, it's not just going to land in your lap.
Right.
I think it's the same way with meeting someone to date. As someone who has relocated many times to different states, don't be afraid to do things by yourself. Get out there. Even if you have to get out by yourself, or if you're uncomfortable with that, get a girlfriend to go with you or guy friend. I always do things I enjoy, and I meet other people that also enjoy that. So when I moved up here, I started bowling on Sundays because I like bowling, and I met other people that bowled. And yeah, some of them are married and some of them are single and some of them are younger and some of them are older, but they may know somebody they may introduce you to. So my first friendships I made here was in a bowling alley.
There you go. And the other thing I tell people too is that, everyone is good at manifesting. If you really think about something that you really wanted to achieve in your life and you achieve, most of us got the car we wanted eventually, right? Mm-hmm. And most of us we married, the first frog or something like that. But he was your goal at one time. But if you have to make it, you have to be precise on what you want, and you have to be dedicated to it. You have to be committed to it, and you have to put it at the top of your list. If you want to meet someone, you will go out and meet someone.
Yeah. Let your friends know that you'd like to date. They may know someone that they want to introduce you to, or if you like to read books, read books. If you whatever your hobbies and interests are, and don't be afraid, like when you go in Starbucks, to turn around and talk to people next to you, to say hello or something. Mm-hmm. It opens a conversation.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to look to see what the advice is.
And smile.
And smile. And flirt. All right. But there's always a festival. I mean, there's always
Yeah. If you like music, go to a concert or
a
go
lot of
listen to a
single
band.
people. Yeah, a lot of single people go to Jazz on the Green or yeah, that's a great way to meet people.
Even your local bars, if they have a group playing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That is so true, Mary Harrow. It's very important to love yourself first, because if you don't love yourself first, how's somebody else going to love you?
Right, and then you want to bring your vibration up so that someone matches your vibration over here. So you don't want to be low and attract pond scum.
Because if you don't love yourself, you're going to get somebody that's like a narcissist or something that beats down your self-esteem.
Yeah, so you want to make sure you got to get your magician upright.
Get that vibration up.
Yeah, this is exactly what we're talking about. You can't go out looking like this, because who's going to want to come give you a hug or a peck on the cheek when you're looking like that? You're going to beat them up because you're carrying your wounds there. So you have to exchange that for the magician, just exchange it. I mean, would you ask this person out? No.
They look a little shop worn.
They look like they're going to hit you with their club.
I get it. Partnering with other people, networking. Yeah. So almost like take it on as like a job to meet. This is my soulmate card to meet a soulmate. Change your routine. Do something a little different you haven't done before. Look at all these communication cards. Talk to people.
Talk.
And that's very hard, I know, for you introverts out there, but learn to smile, say good morning even. Something. You're standing in line at Starbucks. Good morning, how are you? Something. You don't have to say a lot, but talk.
I want to see what Ona just said. What did she say? Oh, what did she say? Where'd it go? A stiff lip, what did you say, Ona?
A bold lip and a nice camel toe pant in front of the 7-Eleven works well for me.
Oh no.
Don't expect everything to be a lightning bolt moment. Don't expect it to be lightning bolt. Sometimes the best relationships start as a friendship and develop into a love. So slow and steady wins the race, as opposed to bam, love at first sight. And if you get to know someone, even if they physically may not be the most appealing to you, they may grow on you because you see something in them that's quite lovely.
Yes, that is exactly right. And dress for success. Don't be wearing any sweatpants out.
That's right.
Get rid of the sweatpants, dress for success, and go, like Jenlyn said, go to a different grocery store. Get out of your neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Go across town. Go to a completely different grocery store, Get gas somewhere else. Go to the library. There's people in the library.
My library offers classes on things that are either free or inexpensive, like $5. So take a course in something. Take a class in something.
Yep. Oh, no, so funny. Sorry, guys. My potty mouth is ripe.
Speaking of love lost, Disney and DeSatan. Will Disney get the last laugh on DeSatan eventually?
Oh, God, I hope so, because right now it looks like DeSatan's winning, unfortunately. Will Disney get the last laugh when this is all said and done?
I always say, watch out for that drunk dating too. If you wake up in the morning and you want to put a paper bag on their head, it's not good.
Nope.
Go to a Democratic political meeting. That way you'll make sure you're meeting another Dem or at least a liberal.
That's a great idea. Go for a fundraiser for a local candidate. That's a super great
or a
idea.
town hall or something.
Yeah.
See somebody that looks nice there by themselves. Hey, you want to go for coffee afterwards?
I think Disney's he's got some hold on them. But he's going to make a mistake. I think he's going to make an error. Greed's going to get him somehow, and I think Disney will come out on top. But it looks like there's a problem before they get there because I've got the devil card.
Yeah, I get there's going to be some kind of legal issue that comes up around the money. And Disney's going to be celebrating. It's going to surprise everybody. So I don't think this has come up yet. Disney knows that he's just, out there to protect his image. But I get a big yes. Eventually they'll be able to turn their back on the Satan. So he's gonna regret all the sneaky stuff he's been doing. It's just gonna take a while. Temperance.
Yeah, I think yeah, there's a problem first, and then they come out on top. He's going to make a mistake.
So Mike Pence is now saying he's going to fight the subpoena from Jack Smith.
Yes.
How's that going to go?
Okay, is Pence going to be successful fighting Jack Smith's subpoena? Boy, oh boy. Can he even do that?
He could fight it. I just
draw it out.
He could take it, to court and fight, just like Mark Meadows did with the January 6th committee and stuff.
Will Pence be successful in avoiding that subpoena, Jack Smith? And Nikki Haley made her announcement this morning. He's trying to delay it. Delay. Hangman.
He might be successful in a lower court, but he's not going to be able to fight it. It's going to come to an end. He's going to have to appear. I at the root of this, I get a big no card. He might initially, to your point, be successful, and it may be a delay tactic.
Then he'll go. Then he'll have to. They're gonna, you can do this or you can do this. It's gonna get a little nasty.
Yeah, I think he'll try to take it to a higher court, so he may take it all the way up to the Supreme Court, but it's not. He's out in the cold. He's gonna get burdened. He has to talk, and I get that on the bottom. He's gonna talk. The messenger.
Okay. You got a page?
Mm-hmm. Page of Wands.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna talk.
I feel like they're going to give him a choice. You either do this or you do this. You can do this or you can do that.
So someone else asked what we think about twin flames and soulmates. And I believe we have more than one soulmate, that we can have relationships that may not work out, but they still were a soulmate. That may have come in to teach us something. We learned something from the relationship and can move on to a different soulmate.
Yeah.
What are your feelings on twin flames?
I think I tell people this all the time. Your worst your arch enemy, your worst enemy is your soulmate too. If you don't work it out this time, guess what? You're going to come back and do it all over again.
I'll see you the next time.
Yeah. And yes. So, and sometimes I have seen where people are just like sort of friends, but then they both end up going through something similar, like they both lose a baby or they both become widowed or something like that. And then they're, right there to support each other until they find somebody else. And then they, it's that person that comes in to help you when you're going through a really difficult time.
Mm-hmm. And I believe there's no right or wrong in relationships. It's always what you learn. So even if you have a relationship that didn't work out, sit down and write out like what you learned from it, because it'll help you figure out the kind of person you want to attract.
Yeah.
Let's see if Spirit's got any messages on soulmates and twin flames.
All right. Soulmates and twin flames. Are they for real? What's the message? The spirits are about to speak.
I find if I get together with someone that I'm too much alike, it almost like goes up in flames. It's like it's pretty intense. So for me, like I like having a partner that I don't have everything in common with. I feel like I grow more, I learn more. If I get with someone that's just like me, it's too intense.
Yeah, and it's good to have those differences because you like if he likes to golf, you learn more about golf, or you can go out and just drive the cart. I used to drive the cart. Everybody golfed but me. Even my boys golfed, and I just was like, no, I'll drive the cart. I like it out there, but I don't want to golf.
You like being outside,
yeah.
But
yeah, I'll drive the cart. Pour me a brew, and I'll drive the cart. I love it out there. Oh yeah, the karmic. Yes, we see into the future. We spin the wheel. We decide who we're going to meet up with. It's all very karmic. You have the power to choose. You have chosen. And the karmic wheel spins.
Yeah, I get stand in your own truth and power. Know yourself, love yourself. Be happy with yourself, and that's what's going to attract someone else to you. And also be practical about looking at heartbreak, and make sure you give yourself some time before you go on to someone new. In other words, rebounding. If you're rebounding too quick from one person to the next, it can cause problems. Give yourself a little time to get to know yourself again before you get in another relationship.
Yeah, because if you don't do that, then you're just exchanging the person out and you're not growing yourself.
Yeah. And I get it again, like, don't expect that lightning bolt, in a flash, love at first sight. There's more hope if there's a friendship at the root of the relationship. There's more joy, and there's more that can sustain you through the good times and the bad times.
Oh, yeah. And so we choose these, we have the power, we choose these relationships, and and we work through the ones even when they're bullies, or even when we've hurt them before or they've hurt us before. And then it's for us to help. One of us has to change their perception, or we go through it all over again. So it's the good ones. It's the good, bad, and the ugly. It's all of those.
Okay, let's see. Back to politics. Trump now has 110,000 in sanctions that he has to pay to the New York AG for not giving the document or the information from Trump.org he was supposed to. And the judge ruled, yes, you have to pay that. It was like $10,000 a day or whatever. So will the New York AG, Letitia James, will she ever see that 110,000? Will Trump ever pay it?
Will Trump pay Letitia James' fee?
Because we know there's no love lost between Trump and Letitia James.
No. He's got to be starting to sweat now because, we're halfway through February now. So March and April's coming up real quick.
And Fani Willis is letting the judge release a partial report on her grand jury testimonies and stuff. So she had over, I think I heard 77 people that testified, and some lied under oath, and she knew it. She had proof of it. It's like, oh my God, we may have to take a look at Fani, how many indictments she's going to spring. But will Trump pay 110,000 to Letitia?
Ooh, boy. Oh, he tries to get out of it, but she's going to hit him with something. He's going to try to get out of it and delay. Then he's going to say he doesn't have it. I think he's going to pay in the end.
He doesn't have it. He doesn't have to. He's going to leave her watching and waiting forever. His family, they don't have it. They're celebrities in name only. They don't have that much. I get he'll like block, and then he may like throw a little bit, and then end sending her anything. She's going to have to take him to court again to work out the details.
She might have to, because I got the bully card, but someone's going to give him something to give to her. Something.
I'm getting payment plan. Like she's got to work out details on a payment plan.
Yeah, because there's a delay and he's like frozen assets or something. I don't.
He doesn't have it. He doesn't have it. She's going to have to, $1 a day for X number of days or whatever.
He's going to have to come up with a new NFT card.
So let's look at Fani Willis. We got the report coming out Thursday. Are we going to be shocked and awed at what comes out?
Oh, is that coming out Thursday?
This Thursday.
Wow. Oh, that's a day after tomorrow.
From her grand jury, and she said indictments are imminent.
Yeah, I thought they would come out faster when she said imminent. To me, imminent means, like tomorrow or the next day.
She has to convene a different grand jury to determine who's charged for what.
Okay.
So it'll probably be a couple of months, I think, but could go fast through a grand jury. Could go very, very fast.
Ooh, I just had the justice card pop out. Are we going to be in shock and awe? Will there be shock and awe?
77 people that she got to testify. Will we be shocked?
But if the whole report's not coming out Thursday, is
no,
it?
There's some that, like the judge said, if someone was talked about, but they weren't present in the grand jury to speak for themselves, i.e. like a Trump, because they didn't even ask Trump to speak, right? But they are targeting him. So she's like, we'll leave out parts about people that weren't brought into the grand jury that weren't allowed to speak for themselves.
Yeah. I mean,
so there'll be some redactions.
Yeah, I think there's going to be redactions. And I think there's going to be like 3 people. So I've got 3 of Pentacles and the 3 of Wands that that they grouped together and decided what they were going to say before they went in there to testify. And so I think they get caught. So I think we're going to be shocked with 3 particular people is my take on this, that manipulated and lied. Magician, devil. And secrets. So she's going to hang on to some of those names. So we're not going to know everything. There's going to be another thing. Oh, wait, but there's more, because she's going to keep some names up her sleeve.
Yeah,
high priestess.
She definitely went all the way to the top on this. So she definitely was targeting Trump because he knew he lost and tried to shift votes around. But he didn't complete the work. So she's got a fresh perspective on this. So I think there will be some surprises. It may lead into more investigations on some Republicans that are involved and trapped in this. And I think by trapped too, like they're trapped in lies. So I think definitely there's some perjury involved. She will move pretty quick, I think, taking it to the next level. And that Wheel of Fortune time is up. Time is up.
Okay, well, that's imminent. But I got these 3 cards right up at the top. So it's real big secrets. And I think there is going to be shock and awe.
Look at the major arcana.
Yeah. But I think one of the people that lied, we're not going to suspect lied. Because that's the high priestess. The other 2 main ones we're going to be like, oh yeah, well,
like somebody that should have been above it and not lied. Well, let's see. Last question. Let's do something kind of fun.
All right.
Does Lucy love the kittens? I got the kittens in July. April 2nd, day after April Fool's, they'll be 1 year old. So they're almost a full year old now. Has she grown to love the kittens?
Has Lucy grown to love the kittens? Has Lucy grown to love the kittens? Well, she didn't at first. Like, get out of here. I'll hit you with this. I like being by myself. What have you done to me, mother? What have you done? What have you brought into my home?
They were a little too erratic at first.
She's trying to be fair with it. The energy is changing.
I think she's having a hard time with Skewy, the boy. He's a little too up in her business all the time.
Yeah.
I get like, with the feminine energy, she's bonding with them and they're getting to calmer waters, which is really funny because she's laying over here on the sofa with Bella laying right next to her and Roro at the other end of the sofa. Skewy's nowhere to be seen. She's having a hard time with the boy. She's like, he's a little bit sneaky but she's feeling motherly, I'm getting.
Yeah, she's coming around. She's coming around to liking the other cats. It's taken her a little bit. She does not like to be bothered when she wants her alone time.
Yeah.
She's like, do not come near me when I want to be the hermit. Do not come near me.
When it's mommy's nap time, leave me alone.
I'm going to say more that she's getting to becoming more fond, but that she tolerates them more than she actually. But it will continue to grow.
She definitely likes, when she's in mommy mode on my lap, and if the kittens try to come over, she'll turn a dirty look at them like, it's my time with mom. She'll give them that dirty look.
Wow.
She's not
Oh, yeah.
swatting at him all the time like she did when they first brought him home. That's a good sign.
Yes, that is a good sign. And everybody, I wanted to remind everybody, if you haven't fluffed up your romance corner in your house when you're standing, because someone asked me from the video a couple days ago to repeat it, so I'll just repeat it here if I can. If you're standing facing your house, your romance corner is the far back right side of your house.
So if you're standing at the curb looking at your house at the street, far right?
Far right corner. Yep. So clean it out, spruce it up, put 2 pink quartz, 2 rhodonite, 2 garnet, 2 rhodochrosite. Garnet's probably the cheapest with your rose quartz. Rough, get the rough kind, but that will help too. So if you're looking for love, you've got to make it top of your list. Don't be sitting there. Don't sit in your house and expect them to just come to you. You've got to get out, and it's fun to get out.
It's funny because if you were on the street facing my house, this corner I'm sitting in the bay window is actually the far right corner of the house.
Oh my gosh,
furthest to the right, unless I count the detached garage, which I could be putting my love life in the garage.
It's the whole structure, so that would be the garage.
But the garage isn't connected to the house.
Well, that's true. So you could just do the far right corner. Yeah, you could do that if it's not attached.
This is about as far right as you can get here. Well, thank you guys for joining us on Valentine's, and get out and do something different, something you haven't done before.
Go have fun. Get you some chocolate too.
Smile and at least say hello to people. Yeah. You never know what just a simple hello can start a whole conversation.
Right. And remember, it might not be that person that you're making friends with, but they might have a cousin or
that's right,
their neighbor. Or that's happened to me before. I ended up meeting someone through another person that was really important in my life. So make friends, make new friends, be social.
And get reacquainted with old friends if you haven't talked with them.
Yeah, and tell everybody you're ready. If you tell everyone you're ready, people will think of you.
Yeah, we were talking beforehand, like get involved in clubs, like or church. Church is a great place to meet people if you want someone who has similar religious beliefs. Like I was saying, go to a Democratic meeting. My state rep. He has meetings all the time, like little town halls, just to talk about what's coming up and asking what else we want him to work on.
Yeah, that's great. I think a lot of people are going to be successful in achieving what they want to achieve this year. I think the energy is good for a breakthrough.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, thank you guys for joining. Lori, thank you so much for joining me on the holiday.
I had fun. We always get together on holidays. It's always a blast.
Bye, everybody.
Happy Valentine's Day.